Oh, hi. Didn't see you come in. Hi. Hey, I'm your host, Len Norman, Southern Fried Paranormal. We are going to crank it up. Normally, I say a few things before we enter. I've got a couple of special announcements to make tonight. One, well, that's two, but two ones. Anyway, I finally got high-speed internet here last week. Last week's show, if you tuned in for that, I got my the fiber internet, and I'm at about quadruple the speed I've been at previously. So thank goodness for that. So no more glitches, hopefully, in our speed. Because I was registering about 20 something doing the shows before, and now I'm registering about 280 speed. So I'm a happy camper. Gail's a happy camper. Happy wifey, happy lifey. Second announcement is Gwen will go ahead and throw up number one, the owl picture. There we go. I got a long story about this. This happened in Virginia. A masked bandit broke in through the ceiling to a liquor store and caused quite a bit of damage. Broke several bottles and drank the contents of said bottles. And if you throw up picture number two and then number three, he got a little bit drunk and did like so many of us do, found the cool floor of a bathroom on his belly and was completely passed out. He was captured by animal control, put in a cage, and he slept for 6 hours before he could try to raise his head. Go ahead and put up number four. This, his name is Al, by the way, for an alcoholic, is my spirit animal. People have bothered me before. I've got a spirit animal. You need to get a spirit animal. This is my spirit animal, and he has a name. His name is Al. He's an alcoholic raccoon. My trouble is, put up the last one. This is his attitude. Some people have guardian angels. I have a drunk raccoon with a crowbar whispering, "Let's make it worse." So this is my spirit animal. Hopefully, he will come down with me to New Orleans on July 31st. And you will see he and I dancing down Bourbon Street at 9 o'clock in the morning, waving our green cups of grenade, dancing merrily down the street. And why am I going to be in New Orleans on July 31st, August 1st and 2nd? The New Orleans Paracon. John Zephyrs will be there. Our boss lady, Litriana, will also be there. Gwen's going to be there. I'm going to be there podcasting the entire thing. Be going all day long on the floor. And then that night, Gwen tells me that she will make sure that I'm following the guests who buy the ghost hunting packages, and we'll be showing it live on the network. Yes, if you want to be seen with John Zephyrs, that's great. We will be doing that. And the ghost hunts will not be 15, 20 minutes into a building. We're going to put you in a haunted building for a while, like a couple of hours. So it's your chance to come in, bring your own equipment, and ghost hunt with people who do it all the time in one of the most haunted cities in North America, in one of the most haunted sections of the city, the French Quarter, and some guaranteed haunted spots. I've been to these haunted spots. Let me tell you something. They is haunted. I've talked with a ghost in a couple of these places. They're friendly. There will be people from the Catholic Church available in case you get hung up with something not nice, so they can form some protection around you and get rid of anything that's really bothering you. Go ahead and throw up the picture of the first one with the gal. Oh yeah, this Paracon is being thrown by New Orleans Paranormal Society with Chris and Jennifer Talley. There, she has a podcast, Voices from Beyond, and they throw tours almost nightly. You know, whenever they sell some tickets, they go to these haunted places, including the Andrew Jackson Hotel, including an old slave quarters behind a voodoo shop, among other places. Throw the last one up with all the information. You can pause this video and maybe blow it up so you can see the print of how to get in touch. This is their address, phone number, other contacts. In case you're in New Orleans, not on July 31st, you can contact them and go on one of their regular tours. If you're going to be down in New Orleans for the Paracon, July 31st, of course, next year, check them out at that website, NewOrleansParacon.com, and see what kind of package you want. You'll be staying at a very nice hotel right on the edge of the French Quarter on Canal Street. Everything's within walking distance. Do not, we'll warn you now, do not bring your car to New Orleans. Parking is rare. Of course, the latter part of July, the first part of August, you should have a little bit more parking than usual, but you can't count on it. And it can be expensive. So come down in the rental and turn it back into the rental agency. Ride the train. Amtrak, excuse me. Metro's in Chicago. Amtrak does go to New Orleans, and you'll be picked up at the train station. Or, of course, be like Gwen, she flies in. Of course, her arms are very, very tired as she flies in. She is now in Wisconsin. She flew in up there, and that was a lot of arm flapping to get to Wisconsin from South Carolina. But she did it. But let's go ahead and start the show. We got a great guest. So play the intro, please. All right, everybody be seated. That's enough applause. That's enough of that. Right now, we're going to bring on our guest for tonight, Casey Schnese. Did I get that correct?
Schnese.
Pardon me?
Schnese.
Schnese. Okay, that's it. Casey Schnese. I apologize.
You're good.
All right. I believe you have represent a paranormal group up north. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, my friend and I, he runs his own team in Minnesota. I run here in Wisconsin. We kind of collide. You know, we help each other out.
Okay. Uh, what's the name of it, and where can people get hold of you?
Um, Mine is Eastern Wisconsin Paranormal Team. Um, they get by my name, and for him, he doesn't have a Facebook page yet that I know of, but he's also a friend on my Facebook that I can reach out to him.
Okay. Where have y'all been ghost hunting up there?
Um, Lately for me, it's in Boyd, Minnesota. It's actually called the Boyd House. It's very active.
What kind of evidence have you found up there? Footsteps, voices,
It's more audio than
audio.
anything.
Okay.
So,
Uh, what do you use to sketch the audio? Voice recorders or some kind of ghost box?
um, Voice recorder.
Okay. Uh, what are they saying?
Just a general, like, they're there. Just a normal spirit talk.
What kind of history does the place have?
Um, from what I heard, and I could be wrong, it was a murder suicide thing
Ooh.
that happened. It's all a mystery, to be honest.
Oh, so you're trying to do some research to get to the bottom of the mystery?
Yep. Yep.
That would be interesting. That leads to a lot of questions you can ask them.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Well, that helps the conversation. Do you know their names, or is that part of the mystery?
Um, I know they're the Elkhart family. I don't know the wife's or father's name at all. I just know their last name.
Okay.
So,
So that if you got a name, that will lead to better conversation.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
At least you know who to address when you come in there.
Yeah, and Mr. Elkhart, he actually verified through audio and a little bit of equipment interaction that he does like my energy.
Okay.
So they do like me at the house. So
You investigate it by yourself, or you go with your partner?
the last two times I went with my teammate that I went with. I think there was like 5 or 6 of us that went last couple times. So
Okay. How many rooms is at the location?
well, there's living room, kitchen, foyer room, living room. I think 2 to 3 bedrooms upstairs.
Oh, okay.
They got they got a full basement downstairs in the basement. So
Plenty of room for 5 people.
oh yeah, plenty.
Do you divide your team up, or all 5 of you go to the same floor? Do you put 3 on one floor, 2 on another?
We divide. We put some on top floor. It's even got an attic too. So
There's an attic with a
yes,
basement. Wow,
yep,
that's a lot of room. That's basically 4 floors. Y'all can, if you want to split up, you can be a long ways apart.
oh yeah, yep.
That sounds like a cool location.
And it's got 2 bathrooms too. One down in the
Uh,
basement, one on the main floor, I believe,
do they
or
work?
second floor. Second floor.
Do they work?
Yes.
That's convenient.
Yep.
Is it furnished or is it not improved at all, or is it
No,
restored?
it's furnished. All the original furniture from that time period is there,
Oh, really?
from the original owner.
So there's plenty of energy stored up in the house then.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Wow, that sounds like a great location to do some investigating.
It is. It's an awesome location.
Because
There's a
I
few.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I
Well,
was gonna say, yeah, what I hate is going into a location. It's covered in dust. Uh,
mhm,
it's dirty. You got spiders hanging all over the place. You think something's in your face all the time, and it's just a spider web. But if you're talking about a place that's fully furnished with the period furniture,
yeah,
that's got to be an amazing location.
it is. And actually, I feel, and I don't know about you, but there's places that I feel like I've been there before, and I feel like home to me. I don't
Deja
know.
vu?
It seems like that every time I go there. I've been there a few times now.
Oh, well. Okay, we have a question from our chat room. Uh, do you do anything for protection of you and your team?
We do a protection prayer before we start, and then the protection one afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Before and after, make sure nothing follows you home.
Yep. Even though the spirits at this location aren't harmful, still we don't want them following us home.
Exactly. I mean, they may be the friendliest spirit ever, but you don't want them standing at the foot of your bed at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No. Well, I wouldn't care. I lived in a haunted house too, so it don't bother me none.
I find it hard to sleep.
When I lived at the location I lived before that was active, they left me alone.
Okay.
They just did their own thing and left me alone pretty much. I just told them, you can be here, but better behave or you're gone. So
Yeah.
they kind of listened to that. So,
Well, it's your place, your rules.
yep.
Now, of course, I do ask them nicely to leave.
Hmm. I do if I have to. I'll ask them if I have, especially if I have kids that come over, I'll tell them to leave till they leave type thing.
Probably a good idea. Got another question. Has anything followed maybe you home? And if so, what did you do? You told it to leave?
Actually, no. Not at this location, but there's a different location here in in the Green Bay area. Um, the person that built that property actually came to me
Okay.
and got attached that way. So he came to me, I didn't go to him in dreams and such. So, and I went to the local cemetery. One followed me home from there, but they're friendly, so I'm not too worried about it. And come to find out, both of them are my spirit guides.
Oh, okay.
So,
And of course, I just introduced my spirit guide, the raccoon from Virginia.
you know, I do have I do have spirit animal guides with me as well. I just found out what they are.
uh, okay.
One,
I gather they're not as drunk as mine, are they?
no, not that I know of. Mine is a lion and a brown bear, and also a stallion horse.
A what?
Stallion horse.
Oh, okay, a stallion. Okay.
Yeah. No. So
Wow,
those are the.
those are impressive animals.
Hmm. That's kind of why I like big cats or cats in general.
Okay. I gather you have some as pets.
I have one cat. Yeah.
Is he a one person cat or is he friendly to
No, he
everybody?
he's fine with everybody.
Okay, a friendly
Um,
cat. Cool.
yeah, he's more of a attention junkie than anything. So,
Yeah, you ever attend many paracons in the area?
I've never hosted. Well, actually, I take that back. I never hosted one, but I've been to a couple.
It's a great way to meet people.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't know if they still do, but I don't know if you heard the Michigan Paracon.
Oh yes.
I don't know if they still do it, but when they did the last 4 years, I was there each year. So,
Okay. Yeah, I got a friend of mine, Nick Millay, goes to that every year.
mm, I don't think I ran into him at all. But
He's a young guy, pretty good sized. Wears a vest with a whole lot of patches.
hmm,
The vest
I
looks
don't
like a bike.
recall.
You see it from the back. It looks like a biker, but then when you get closer, it's just a big paranormal patch.
Mm, gotcha.
And he's kind of a big dude, so he kind of looks like a biker. And then you talk to him. He's soft spoken, nice guy.
Most bikers are.
Yeah, most bikers are. Nick just wishes he was a biker.
Yeah.
He just he gets into it.
Mm,
Now he's got he's on another podcast, another network. He's a friend. So if you ever
okay.
see him, just walk up to him and say, "Hey Nick, I know Lynn," and he'll say, "Oh yeah, I know him."
Yeah.
'Cause we go something together when I was in Chicago.
Mm. There was it in Chicago. I can't. There's another Paracon that's in Illinois that I've been to. That was actually part of.
Yeah,
So,
there's several up there. So Chicago's got a couple of them.
hmm. I don't think it was in Chicago. I think it was a different town. I have to ask.
Springfield.
No, the old YMCA in Chicago. I can't think of it. I'd have to look it up.
Oh, the old. I'm thinking about the old boys club. Yeah, I think was that Dale Casmeric do that one? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
There's
I know
so
who
many.
runs. I know who runs it.
Okay, who runs it?
Uh, it's a female. Um, she's on my friends list. Name's on my top of my tongue. I can't think of it right now.
I think Ursula Elsky got out of the Paracon business.
Hmm.
Was it her?
No. Um,
Yeah, she
trying
gave
to
up.
think.
She stopped having her Paracon and stopped doing her tours, and her tour company got sold. And now Tony Zabisky is doing the tours kind of that she used to do.
Hmm.
You ever get to Chicago and meet Tony? Another great guy.
Okay. I haven't been to any of the Chicago ones. I know um, the one I'm talking to. Al Capone used to run it that area.
Yes, you saw a little bit of that in my intro.
Hmm.
The Irish Legend, which
Yeah.
is south of Chicago, it's not even in Chicago, was run by his brother Bottles Capone.
Okay.
And do you use crystals in your investigations?
I do not use crystals in my investigation. I do have crystals at my house. We're in my apartment.
What equipment do you use outside of the voice recorder?
I mainly use K2 meters. My Mel meter. I don't know if you know what that is.
Oh yes, got one.
I have the Mel meter REM pod combination one.
Okay.
That's my favorite one. Um, I do have the regular Mel meter. I do have the flare camera. Um, I think that's it that I have.
Okay. You use a FLIR.
Yep.
Okay, with the stick figures.
No, that's
No, no. Are you
heat
talking? Oh,
signature.
your heat
The
signature.
flare
That's
camera. Yeah,
that. I'm
the
thinking too
flare
fast.
camera. Huh.
You ever got anything with that?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Uh, the reason I ask that is because sometimes you see heat differences, and that's why I like to carry the mail meter because the mail meter has the temperature gauge
Yeah.
and it changes
I,
quickly. You don't have to sit there and wait for it to change temperatures.
I don't have the photos anymore, but when I did use the flare camera, um, my hand, it felt like a child was holding my hand.
Oh wow!
And we had the flare camera. Well, coming to find out, the bottom of part of my hand was 20 degrees colder than the top part of my hand.
Oh wow!
Like the regular temperature of your hand is usually 80 some, roughly, and my fingers were at 60
That would be
temperature.
strange.
Yeah.
Did you do you take any photos during your investigations?
Um, we try to, but I haven't lately. But I
Because
really
that was
never
another
thought of that.
question. That was another question in the chat. Do you have any photos that you wanted to show us tonight?
Oh no, not right now. I don't.
Okay. Because we can. You saw the photos that I posted or Gwen posted for me earlier. We can do the same thing for you if you want to come on
Yeah,
and show some evidence photos. Just load them up in the StreamYard, and Gwen will be glad to show them for you.
sounds good.
So that is no problem with her.
And I was just at a location recently. It's called the Berlin Tannery here in Wisconsin. Um, it used to be an old um, leather working shop, old tannery.
Okay.
Um,
That old tanneries usually have some energy.
this one's got a lot of energy. Um, this is actually the first location I've seen black shadows. It's the first location I've heard disembodied voices for the first time. So it's got some
The disembodied voices, was that with the recorder or your naked ear?
naked ear.
You actually heard voices with your naked ear. That,
Yep. No. And at first I thought it was just me, but the person that was sitting next to me heard it too.
oh, what'd they say?
Just said hi or
Okay.
I'm here, something like that. There was a female voice and there's only one other female that was with us. Only one female.
Okay.
So
That's always
uh,
interesting when you hear it with your naked ear.
yeah.
I remember once I was at a Paracon doing a interview, and the interviewer he said he wanted a ghost experience. We were in a haunted location, and he kept saying, you know, want to come up and speak to me. Finally, one of them whispered in. He said, "Okay, spirits of this building, where are you?"
Hmm.
and he had heard whispered in his ear, "I'm right here."
Mm.
Uh, he was wanting a paranormal experience. He stayed outside the building most of the rest of the Paracon.
Mm. Well, not me. I
He
would have been
headed
there the
outside.
whole time. No, I'd be the opposite.
Yeah, so would I. I sat there for a while after he took off. I'm sitting there behind his table. I said, "Okay, I got all this equipment here. Doesn't belong to me."
Right. Well,
Because it gave him a start, whispering that in his ear. But you just got to you stand your ground. Someone whispers
yeah.
to you. If they ask a question, or if they just say hi, you say hi back.
Yep.
I usually ask them, okay, it's nice talking to you. Can you give me your name?
And actually, the my two guides that I have actually gave me their names.
Oh, cool.
So one's Elijah, one's Harvey. So they're both males, but that's all right.
Yeah. I have no idea what sex my raccoon is. I think he's a guy.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, and Harvey, that's why because he fought World War II. Um, there's a resemblance of him and my grandfather.
Okay.
My dad's side name's Harvey. He fought World War II as well. Or no, Harvey fought World War One. My grandfather fought World War II. And
Interesting.
yeah, so it's kind of cool to see.
Do you ever study much about the old wars?
No, I haven't. Mm.
Yeah, psychics have told me that my biological father died in Vietnam,
Mm.
and I can kind of when I watch a Vietnam movie, like the Green Berets or We Were Soldiers, I kind of feel him around. Another question: have you experienced any Indian spirits on an investigation?
Not that I can recall. I'm actually native myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my tribe is actually from here in Wisconsin.
What's the name of the tribe?
Oneida Nation.
Okay. Uh, interesting about that tribe. I
I
think.
heard they were from the. I heard they were from New York and came here.
Mhm.
That's what I was told and heard.
Yeah, if I was thinking
So
about the right tribe, they have kind of an interesting history. If you ever wanted to dig down into it.
they established themselves here, but they came from the New York area, which I thought was kind of cool.
Do you know about what year?
No, I had to look it
Okay.
up.
There's quite a history of Native American up in that area.
Yep.
Gwen also delves into that a little bit. So be sure and give her a follow and give Rez a follow too,
Yep.
because I forget how much Native American he is.
Mm.
He's up
I
in that
think
area too.
I think I'm an eighth.
Pardon me?
My dad, I'm an eighth.
Okay.
My dad's half, and my grandfather is obviously more than half. I don't know the percentage.
Okay. I'm not sure what I am. I'm just I'm just a mutt.
No,
Well, have you got anything planned in the near future?
not right now that I know of. I know we plan on doing more investigations. Um, where yet? Don't know.
How often have you been to the location you were talking about?
Um, the one here, um, that I was just talking about, the tannery, I've been there three, maybe four times now. The Boyd House one, I was there, this was my third. And I'm trying to go back next year. So
Okay. They both sound like good repeater locations.
they are very good. Yeah.
Because that's what I did with Bachelor's Grove, a good repeater location there. And sometimes I would go. There was a 2 week period when I went out of 14 days. I was there 11 or 12 of the days.
Mm,
So repeating location, if it's a good location, uh, go there when you can.
yeah. Because these two locations I go to, I get evidence every time. So,
That's what I mean. They become accustomed to you. They're not
yep,
scared of you, and
yep,
they will interact.
yep. Yep, like I said, the tannery is where I see my first shadow, my first disembodied voice, because they know who I am.
Exactly.
So,
How did you see the shadow? Can you tell us about the circumstances you saw that shadow for?
um, when I, like, at first I see it in the corner of my eye, like, normal, and then I was looking at area, and above, right above, it's like a door where you can exit the building, and those exit signs that they have on above it.
Uh huh.
Well, that was making enough light for me to see these shadows that are pacing back and forth underneath that.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's how I was seeing the shadows.
Okay. So it was just a not a very bright light there in the building, not a flashlight or
Mm,
something.
no. Mm,
Okay. That's interesting. That definitely adds a creep factor to it.
yes. Yeah. So that was the only main um, light source in that room when the lights are off. So
How do you investigate with the lighting? Do you like to investigate in the dark, or do you like some kind of colored light? How do you work that?
um, we tend to investigate in the dark. We do use our flashlights, either our phones or regular flashlights, to move around, but it's usually we're investigating in the dark.
Okay. I like to have a little bit of light because my shins tend to find all the furniture.
That would be one way to do it.
Yeah. Lead with the shin. Of course, I hate doing it in a garage or something because what you bump into is concrete.
Oh, yeah, that would not be good.
No, it definitely leaves a mark. Do you do much investigating outside, like cemeteries and such?
Um, I have recently, but I don't like to sometimes, especially if it's one I don't know history of, and I don't like doing them anyway because one, you don't know what's there. If you don't know the history, you don't know what's there. Um, the other thing is legal. Like I don't want to be there and then cameras all over and then getting in trouble, and that's just not I want to deal with.
I,
So
I, I understand. It's usually best to
so
get permission.
what's that?
I said it's always best
Oh
to get permission,
yeah,
especially if you go in there at night because you got a lot. Here in Arkansas is the same as Illinois. You're not supposed to be in the cemetery after dusk.
now there are some locations here. Um, Riverside Cemetery in Appleton, that's one of them. they have gates where you can't get in. It's
Right.
all gated up. They do have cameras, so it's just not worth it.
No,
It's
it's
really
not.
not.
If they're going through that much security, there's no even going in there
Mm.
because
And even
they've had issues, and you don't want to be accused.
yeah, yep.
Tell us a little bit about your history. How long have you been into the paranormal, and what caused you to get into the paranormal?
I've always been interested. Um, I've I've watched Ghost Hunters. You know who they are, I'm sure.
Oh, yes,
Jason Haas and them. I watched them. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting them in Michigan.
cool.
Um, that's the team that really got me interested. Um, so I've been following ever since. Um, and then one day a friend invited me to one of their teams, private for public events, and I've been hooked ever since.
Okay. Oh, we was talking about lighting during the investigation. What I do, I use a red or a green flashlight.
Mm,
It keeps the pupils open.
gotcha.
Like when you use a white light, that makes the pupils close. A green light will not affect your pupils, and a red light will actually open your pupils.
Mm,
So it keeps your night vision going.
oh,
A little trick of the trade. I
that's
got
good to
lucky
know.
and learned that. I learned that early. Uh, how long do you say you've been doing it? All your life, or
No, I,
when did you do your first investigation? How long ago was that?
that was about 2019 was my first year or first time. And I've been doing it ever since.
Uh, it's becoming a passion for you.
Yes.
It can be fun. It's interesting. Have you noticed your interest in history has changed a little
Oh
bit?
yes. Oh yes. I'm a history junkie now. I look into history.
They usually go hand in hand. When you start going dealing with the paranormal, the next thing you know, you're reading history books or
Yep.
about certain areas, certain people. It's surprising sometimes where it leads.
Yeah, and the other thing I like about paranormal is spirits are the ones that know the truth. It's just the fact that spirits know the truth on
True.
anything.
Uh, you ever run into one that doesn't want to tell the truth to you, but want to tell it to somebody else?
And no, actually.
I had that happen. I was working on a private investigation, and the spirit uh, didn't like me in there, and two, they they held a secret like who murdered them. I was talking
Mm,
to the victim of a murder, and the reason they were upsetting the house, they wanted to tell the current owners of the house were family members
mm,
of this spirit, and they wanted to tell them, but
gotcha.
the wife didn't believe in the ghost, paranormal, or anything,
Hmm.
and the spirit was rather frustrated that they could not tell their family members who murdered them, and
Hmm.
absolutely refused to tell me. Wouldn't even give me a hint.
Hmm. No, I've been to a location where they would only talk to me, which I don't understand why sometimes, but that was another location in Minnesota. But yeah, the
Well,
spirits don't want to talk to me. So
mhm. Well, they are former people, and sometimes people are like that.
no,
You know, like you and I could be walking down the street talking, and somebody comes up and says a few words, and
yeah,
they may want to talk to you, and they, all I get's a hello or whatever, and that's all I get. They're talking with you.
right, yeah,
So that kind of thing happens. Is one of those things you can't argue with them about it.
right, no,
Yeah, got to be nice because you got to treat them with respect and treat them like you would a human being.
yeah, and that's what I do. I don't. A lot of people ask me if I provoke, and I don't.
No, no,
I
no,
I will.
no.
I just I despise it. I will not do it.
Yeah, you see me shaking my head. No,
Mhm.
don't do that.
And then I would be asked if I would mess with a Ouija board. Again, absolutely not.
uh,
Just
I do not know how to work a Ouija board. I've never worked one. I've been around people who knew what they were doing and working them. But I'm not going to do it myself because I'm not that well versed in Ouija boards.
mm-mm.
If
It
somebody
was
wants to do it, they can. I'm not.
yeah, and I know it might sound weird, but when I was in Michigan at the Paracon, they had a table with Ouija boards, and I just got a negative vibe from that table, just that area. Why? I don't know, but just didn't like it.
Well, it may be your guardian spirit trying to give you a hint. Don't go
Yeah.
there.
Well, the Paracon itself was fine. It was just that booth that had,
That's what I'm
uh,
talking about. It was telling you
yeah,
not, don't go there. Don't
yeah,
go to that booth.
yeah,
That's you listening to your spirit guides. I think that's what
yeah,
I'd say.
yeah, no,
And sometimes you just gotta listen to them and follow their lead.
no.
That may
And
save you some trouble.
mm, and I feel like the paranormal brought me into it versus me looking for it because again I was invited somewhere to an event that I didn't even know about.
Really?
I wasn't looking for it. They just invited me. So I don't know if it's something I was meant to do or
Sounds like it was you were just meant to do it and didn't know about it.
yeah, and it's weird. I've been to places that like I've been to Old Juliet Prison, investigated there, and investigated the Sheboygan State Asylum. I also investigated Old Brothel down in Baraboo, Wisconsin. Um, so there's places that most normal people wouldn't go to. Us investigators don't care. We'll just go. You know, the dirtiest names of places.
Right.
So,
Have you got a place that's on your bucket list that you really want to go to?
the USS Hornet. Excuse me.
Did you say the Hornet?
Yep.
The aircraft carrier.
Yes.
That would be a lot of space to cover.
Yeah, it would. Sorry,
But
I had
I've heard some stories about it. You'd be bound to get some evidence there.
yeah. My grandfather on my mom's side was in the Air Force, so that's probably why I'm attracted to that location or those type of places.
Yeah,
So,
the Hornet has a lot of history. So if you ever get there, you read up on the history of the Hornet.
mm,
Okay, we got another question from the chat room. Have you ever been to a place that when you got there, you couldn't do it?
Honestly, no, I haven't had that really. I've always went
I
to a location.
I have seen people at Bachelor's Grove walking to the front gate and get such a creepy feeling to turn around and go back in the car.
I never had that problem.
I hadn't either, but I have seen it.
Hmm.
In fact, one guy at Bachelor's Grove did not take the regular path from the parking lot to the cemetery and walked the
Hmm.
back path because he felt there were things in the path that were, I guess you'd call it, threatening him. They were making him feel very uncomfortable.
It's possible.
So I have seen some people just turn around and say, nope, I'm out of here. You ever, you're talking, I think you said something about the mob before. You ever investigated places that's known for mob history?
I never did any mob history, um, or anything like that. Um, I just know I've been to two locations where Al Capone was at, so I ran into his spirit twice.
Oh, you have run into Al. Okay.
Yes. Nope.
If you run into him again, drop my name. He
Mm.
doesn't
All
like
right.
me.
Uh,
I barged in on him one time where he didn't want me to see,
mm,
and sometimes he's not very cooperative. Sometimes he's downright intimidating.
mm.
So be careful with Al Capone. He will talk. Sometimes he'll talk your ears off.
Yeah, it was the Paracon in Illinois that um was the second time I ran into his spirit. Not by looking, but by the actions of my old friend that I had was a part of his booth, and um, there's something that the guy was doing that I know Al Capone didn't like because every time I talked about him, my equipment would go off every single time, and then he must not like something that was going on because he hit our table and broke the legs on our table.
Really?
Yeah, that was
Wow.
so. So yeah, it
Al
was
Capone's
a
a little touchy.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't disrespecting him at
Right.
all. Um, I guess the person that was on my table didn't want to pay for the table, and I think Al Capone didn't like that, and
Quite possible.
that's my gut feeling from that point on that he didn't like it and did
That
something to
sounds
me.
about right.
Yeah, so
Being down here in Arkansas, you wouldn't think I'd run into Al, but he used to come down here to go to Hot Springs for vacations.
hmm,
And there's a restaurant that used to be a casino back in his day. They used to come in there. It was a casino hotel and 30's version of a Vegas destination hotel. So
hmm,
they had the hot water, the spring water, nice rooms. He'd
yeah,
come down there and he would rent the whole floor so his friends could stay in the other rooms, and he had a big nice room then of the hall.
hmm,
But
yeah,
the restaurant has a fiberglass statue
hmm,
of Al, and they used to let it sit on a bench right in front of the place, and they had to start taking it inside or keeping an eye on it
Hmm.
because I think 3 times it was stolen.
Hmm. Weird.
3 times it was brought back
Huh.
with complaints that Al Capone was trying to talk them into bringing it back and was haunting them,
Hmm.
moving things around, making noises in the middle of the night until they took that statue back.
Huh. Interesting.
So that's a lot of people think, okay, down in Arkansas, you're not in the mob much like I was when I was in Chicago. I'll constantly investigating the mob paranormally.
Right. Yeah,
But
the old brothel I was talking about in Baraboo, Wisconsin, it's called the Old Baraboo Inn.
right,
Um, he went there a lot.
yes, he did.
Um, I investigated there twice. Um, through recorders, I got male voices calling me a hole. So I don't know why, but probably 'cause I was sitting on his couch talking to his ladies. I don't know, but it was interesting.
Yes. We have another question. Do you have any gifts? You empath or anything like that?
I am an empath. Um, I'm also a Reiki master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I am not a master in that like other people. Uh, but occasionally I do use some of their methods that people have told me over the years.
mm,
Uh,
yeah,
uh, I'm more of a feeler.
yeah. It's it's interesting you can say that. So
Yeah, if you have a gift, use it. If you got like spirit
uh,
guides,
yeah,
uh,
I actually do use it. I actually use my gifts when I'm at places.
oh
That's
yes,
why a lot of spirits um tend to want to communicate with me more because they know I can really. I just started hearing them talk, but that's just a start. So
do you ever work with psychics?
I have a few friends that are psychics. Yes. Yep, I have.
Okay, do you use Reiki during your investigations?
I haven't had to yet. I haven't had to do that yet. Don't mean I won't have to at all, but I haven't done it yet.
Well, if you do, contact me and we'll put you back on the show and we can talk about it.
Sounds good.
Because if you're forced to use Reiki during an investigation, that's usually a pretty good story.
Yep. Usually.
So you've been to quite a few places in that Wisconsin area, and you'd like to be the Hornet. You got any other bucket list locations?
Um, the Stanley Hotel is another
Oh
one.
yeah, okay. I can understand that one. I
Yeah.
probably will never get to the Stanley, but I can certainly see that on a bucket list.
Yeah.
I want to
So
get to Fort Jefferson.
yeah.
If Fort Jefferson is out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, you got to go
Mm,
all the way down to Key West, which is right at the tail end of the Keys. Then you got to jump in a boat for 4 hours
uh,
going out to the Gulf to get to an abandoned fort.
hmm. Yeah. The other one I want to do is Alcatraz.
Oh yes, oh definitely.
Yeah.
That would be another investigation of Al Capone.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd appreciate either one of us going into his jail cell on Alcatraz.
Yeah. Only one way to know.
That's right. It'd be a fun place to go.
Hmm.
I heard it's not being visited that much. The tour groups have kind of slacked off.
Interesting.
So I hope they keep up. And the place, last I heard, they're not doing a whole lot of maintenance. They're not
I could
keeping it
feel
up
that.
very well, and it is starting to get old
Yeah.
because it was built on the foundations of another building.
Hmm.
So that would be the place to go. Is actually in the basement where you're actually inside the older building that Alcatraz is actually built on. I've heard of people going in there and they walk in and walk right back out saying, nope.
Now, I mean, I'd stay for a little while at least.
Yeah, I saw that at Baxter's Grove once. A psychic walked past the cemetery down the path toward the creek, toward the Indian village, old abandoned Indian village, and some of the houses that were built back there. And he got just maybe 100, 120 feet past the cemetery, completely noped out.
Hmm.
And he said, there's something down here." He turned around and said, "Nope, nope, I'm not going any further."
Hmm.
The grounds are haunted. There was a Native American battle there. Uh, you got a tribe that was almost wiped out at that location, and sometimes the spirits can spook you,
Oh
especially if
yeah.
you're a feeler or a psychic. And that was one psychic who he literally said nope.
Hmm.
He literally
Interesting.
noped out. Uh, and that's Al Capone does that to some people.
Hmm.
They don't want, if
Yeah.
Al Capone's been there, they don't want to go.
Yeah. He hasn't really done anything to me, honestly.
Uh, if you get him talking, he'll talk to you.
Hmm.
Just don't say anything that upsets him.
I don't. I don't upset anybody. To be honest, don't matter who it is. I don't provoke.
That's like if you ever run into talking about the mob, Bugsy Siegel, Ben Siegel.
I've heard of
He
them, but I never.
uh, he hated Bugsy,
Hmm. Okay.
and it's been known that if you contact him, do not call him Ben. Don't call him Bugsy Siegel,
Hmm.
because he will come at you if you say Bugsy. He hates that in real life,
Hmm. Gotcha.
and if you catch him in the wrong mood, walk up and say Bugsy, he was liable to punch you in the face.
Yeah.
So there's no telling what he'd do to you if you called him that during the investigation.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to know.
So it's best to just call him by his first, or maybe Mr. Siegel.
Hmm.
But the mob is that is quite interesting to investigate. Oh, and by the way, I'll tell you a little secret. Don't tell anybody. Uh, I actually I've been down here. We moved down here over the 1st and 2nd of December 10 years ago. So we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary being in Arkansas.
Oh,
We
that's
bought
cool.
our we bought our car from the mob in Chicago,
Wow.
and we still have it.
Huh. Is it haunted?
Uh, Sometimes I wonder about that.
You
But
never know.
it was driven by an active member of the mob, and uh, he had just a fender bender and
Hmm.
wanted to get rid of it because it was expensive car to maintain. Uh, I finally, just this past year, had to repair the front nose. that was injured first in this accident he had, and we had a minor scrape with a slab of concrete with it, and they're no longer making new nose for it. The body shop had to fix the one that was on there. Did a great job, but I kind of have a rare car. There was only, I think, 1,600 of them built.
Wow.
And now that it's 19 years old, there's not a whole lot of them on the road anymore.
No.
And that's one car. It's a Magnum SRT8.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the big heavy in it, 425 horsepower. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
No governor.
I'm an old car junkie, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you say that a 2006 car is an old car.
Yeah.
Old car to me is like my old 1968 Charger. Now that was an old car.
I like the old muscle cars.
Yeah, you'd love that Charger 440.
Yep.
You ever run into a haunted car? You ever seen one?
Mm-hmm.
Some places on roads, get the haunt is not so much a spirit, a human spirit, formerly human spirit. It's a car driving by.
I never experienced that before.
There's two places in Chicago. One of the things they seen is a haunted horse-drawn hearse.
Interesting.
And by Baxter's Grove, they had a highway that's been rebuilt. It's a 5-laner now, just 80, 90 yards from the cemetery. It used to run right by the front gate, the original 2-lane highway. And people have said, I never have seen this, of old 20s and 30s models cars going by.
Interesting.
So yeah, so be sure to keep an eye out for a haunted car going down the road. If you hear something rolling down the road making a strange noise, you might have a ghost car.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out.
You said you hadn't made any plans yet. You got a whole new year coming up.
Yeah, I pretty much go with the flow. I don't really plan things, so.
You've already heard where I'm going in July.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
don't
told
have.
what?
I don't have any plans. I don't have any locations except for the Void House again, maybe next year.
Yeah, definitely hit that. Hit your local places a couple of times next year.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell everybody once again the name of your group and where they can get in touch with you.
I mainly have Facebook. You can get me by my first and last name, or look up Eastern Wisconsin Paranormal Team. That's about it.
By the way, that's a cool logo you have.
Thank you. My friend Austin had made that for me.
Well, Austin did a great job. So my compliments to him.
I will let him know.
Right.
That's why he's my design manager.
He's a what now?
My design manager.
Oh, design manager. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Somebody who did that good of a job. That's where you keep him.
Yep.
All right. You got any brand new pieces of equipment you plan on getting over the next year?
I might be getting a new 8 to 10 camera system, but I'm not sure yet.
because everybody's got their dream piece of equipment.
Yeah. I don't have the one I have is my main one. My millimeter is my favorite one.
And I said I like
Okay.
it because it's got the thermometer on it. It changes
Yeah.
in a half a second.
Yep.
So you
My
go
spirit
ahead.
guide likes to. My spirit guide likes it. He likes to mess with it and communicate with it. So
Okay. Yeah, if you got a spirit that wants to contact through temperature changes, that's the best thing to have.
yep.
So you stick it in a cold spot, immediately
Oh,
because it'll drop down from 70 to 30 in just a heartbeat.
yep.
That's why I like to carry the mail. Although some spirits like the K2 better, I don't know why that is.
I guess it just depends on the spirit. 'Cause
Yeah.
they can pick and choose what equipment they like most to use or what's the easiest to use.
Yeah, some spirits like one thing, some spirits like another. You just got to find the piece of equipment they kind of like,
Yep.
and once they use it a couple of times or see you use it a couple of times, they become familiar with it, and they're comfortable.
Yep.
Well, like people, some people are comfortable with something, and somebody else might not be. But you just got to use what's comfortable to you.
Yep.
And that's the nice thing about investigating. Everybody's different.
Right.
Everybody uses different equipment,
Yep.
and it's good to talk about and compare notes about what they've done with that equipment.
Yep.
So if you ever want to talk and compare notes, I'll be, glad to have you on the show again.
Sounds good.
Because I love talking with the paranormal. I will sit here all night long and talk on the paranormal, but sometimes drive Gwen crazy. Because sometimes we get to chatting on this show, and next thing you know, it's a 3-hour show.
It happens.
Yeah, we've been chatting here, and we're at an hour 14.
Yep.
And I can go all night, but Gwen usually can't. She usually
Right.
tends to bark at me or throw something at me. I haven't met her in person yet. I'm kind of dreading that. Of course, she's probably going to hit me with something.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make women mad.
No. You especially wouldn't make my wife mad. My wife's a former power lifter,
No, I don't want her to do that. Then.
and she was born and raised on the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't pick fights with a wife at home.
No, I don't pick fights with any of them. So anybody.
You see what Gwen says.
Uh,
Yeah, I guess. Gwen, don't spread that around too much. It ruins my reputation. uh, Casey, it has been a pleasure talking to you.
yep. You too.
You got anything else you want to say before we go ahead and start winding down the show?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. Does everybody else say you're good? Very few people say I am. But anyway, like I said, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Casey. And
Yep. You too.
keep track on Facebook. It's the best way to reach me. Now, if you want to hang around for a few minutes and talk to Gwen and I, we used to chit chat for a few minutes. But I got to get
I'm
up
cool with
early in the
that.
morning. Do
Yeah.
what?
I'm cool with that.
And
Otherwise, I can like.
I don't know if she wants to go ahead and stay for a while or not. But you're welcome to stay at least for a few minutes. We can chit chat for 4 or 5 minutes after the post. I call it the post show when We're not live. It's just
Yeah.
us. So,
I'm cool with that.
okay. If you want to hang around a little bit, just stick around. She's going to drop us out of the show. Okay, there you go. And she's going to drop me out of the show. Gwen, you have not seen my exit video. If you'll please click on the purple video down there.